Have you heard of Cryptmaster? Well, have you ever heard the old adage, the pen is mightier than the sword? And thought, yeah, right. Well, have I got the game for you? Cryptmaster is a dungeon adventure game where you interact with the grim world around you almost entirely with words, meaning everything from conversation to combat is handled with words, which then handle weapons for you. You control a party of four formerly deceased adventurers, Sin, Maz, Nyx, and Joro, as you're all awakened by a dastardly Cryptmaster to help do his bidding. As you make your way through the world, your party must solve puzzles, make friends, make enemies, and draw blood. The world around you is gross, goofy, and filled to the brim with some of the most interesting and funny NPCs in recent gaming memories. The tone of the game is shockingly lighthearted, given the atmosphere and the story, and the level design's generally dreary look. The moment-to-moment gameplay is broken up into a few segments: exploration and combat. You use the arrow keys to maneuver your way through the monochromatic world, searching for chests, keys, and really any item that could give you the upper hand. Keeping a keen eye is of the utmost importance, as the walls will occasionally be home to creatures of all sizes, or as we like to call them, snacks. This is vitally important, as they can give you great benefits in combat. Anytime you interact with the chest, you have to play a little guessing game. The necromancer looks inside of the chest and awaits your command. You can ask practically anything you want about the item: the weight, the size, the sound it makes, what it smells like, its shape. Really anything you can imagine would get you closer to identifying the object. After a few questions, you have to take a guess at what lies inside, and if you guess wrong, you've lost your chance. There are a few accessibility options to help adjust the difficulty level of these encounters to your liking, giving benefits like extra questions or extra guesses. Every section of the map has healing altars. To interact with them, you type statue. As you go through the first conversation with Agda the Martyr, you learn that these altars are only to be used by the living, to which the necromancer on your shoulder encourages you to defile the statue to get her to go away. Type any gross or violent term you can think of. Agda will get furious and the statue will crumble, fully healing you. You can return to these rooms at any time to fully heal yourself, and these will also be where you respawn if you die. Most interactions with NPCs also follow suit. Conversations go wherever you take them, though they're much more restricted than the guessing game. If you say something super off topic or not related, the NPC will generally say something along the lines of, "What the hell are you talking about? Are you mad?" To which I say, yes. The NPC dialogue is really good most of the time. There's a section early on where you need to get through a sentient door, so you talk to a nearby rat man who tells you the door is a scaredy cat, and he gives you the tip that if you tell it you're a burglar, he'll get scared and let you through. You try it, the door gets offended that you'd even try, and the rat mercilessly makes fun of you for even trying. As you explore the world of Cryptmaster, you're inevitably going to run into those that want you dead, but in case you haven't figured it out by now, words are here to help. Your health is measured by the length of your party members' names, meaning you can take about 13 points of damage before being unable to fight back. To regain your health, you can do one of three things: snack on a wall bug, visit an altar, or use a healing ability. Abilities are words that activate certain actions in your party members. Everything from slashing and kicking to spellcasting and healing are done by typing out words. In combat, everyone has a timer, and once you've used a word, that character is on a cooldown. To learn new actions, you have to guess the words below each character's name while exploring, and every time you defeat an enemy, you get to pick a letter from their name to try on all of the words, sort of like Wheel of Fortune. Once you have a guess, simply type it in while exploring, and if you're right, the ability will automatically unlock, and a new word will appear. Combat can get extremely tricky, especially once a party member dies. You can lose access to vital abilities like healing and kicking and guarding, which is extremely punishing, especially early on when your combat vocabulary is still lacking. This makes exploration all the more impactful and interesting. When you're down to one or two characters, it goes from a trivial 20-second encounter to life or death. Overall, Cryptmaster is one of the more interesting and unique new indie games in recent years, and for a clean $25 on Steam, it's well worth not only your time, but your money. Thank you for watching Game Rant. I'm Cameron. We'll see you next time.